On any given day, a typical North American teenage girl gets hit with images like these, which often translate into demanding messages around body image and social status. It isn't surprising, then, that research finds over 90% of girls are dissatisfied with their appearance. But what if girls could deconstruct harmful messages and replace them with the right ones? And what better place to get girls talking
For an ultimate, beautiful, unique girl pajama party experience
than a giant pajama party? It has all the trappings of a sleepover: pizza, silly games, and of course, chocolate. But this isn't your typical girls' night.
And so it's really good to be here tonight. Why don't you just turn and look at somebody? Go ahead. Look them in the eye and say to them, have I ever told you that you look amazing when the lights are low?
This is a beautiful, unique girl party, an event touring local churches across Canada and the US, inviting girls 12 to 17 for a night of music and manicures. But amidst the games and giggles,
you and I live in a world that's always telling us how we should look.
These ladies are having some serious girl talk.
How many lies have you believed about your life? How many things that have happened in your life have become messages that you've taken them on, and they can become like little barbs in your heart?
Through the night, they're challenged to think through the messages they see and hear around them.
For boyfriends and everything, they'll just be like, they wouldn't tell you, but they'll like show you that they're with like a super hot model, and then there you are. It's like you're not perfect enough.
That we have to be pretty, we have to dance right, we have to, you know.
Okay.
Everything is based on one concept, and everyone is so different. Like, it's impossible if everyone's supposed to look the same, and then there'll be no variety in life, so what's the point?
Some of the negative messages that we get that we can draw to that are that we don't measure up, right?
And the BUGirl team hopes as girls identify messages, they will learn to discern which ones are false and replace them with truth.
God was not wondering if he messed up the plans when he made you. Because he looks at you and he says, it is very good. And his stamp of approval is already on your life. No matter what you've done, no matter where you've come from.
It's coming at such a crucial point in their lives, like when Sarah said about how they're getting all these mixed messages, so many of them telling them that this is the bar and no matter what you do, you just never measure up, you never measure up. And then when we hear the truth of God and we release it time and time again, that they're going to be able to return to that truth, that they are beautiful. No matter what they've heard, they're beautiful and they're unique, and they are the way that they are, and it's very good.
Reaffirming ideas of beauty and uniqueness is often countercultural for young women.
These girls are actually thinking day to day, well, if I wear my shirt that much lower, how much attention will I get from that? And it's just attention, it's love, and that's all they get. They don't get the difference of love.
Close your eyes for a second.
Still, the beautiful, unique girl campaign believes when the truth of what God thinks about them sinks in, a transformation can begin.
Crush that green piece of paper. Feel it, just like crush it till it just doesn't crush anymore. And when you're crushing it, I want you to think about something. Those are lies that you have believed. And when you identified them, next time those lies try to come around, you can be like, ha, little ugly green putrid lie. I remember you. And I've already showed you once who was boss.
And while an event like this only happens once at a church, it can become a catalyst for youth leaders.
Just as the media is repeatedly bringing them down, we hope that we can repeatedly bring them up and show them what God really has in store for them.
Beautiful Unique Girl is the brainchild of Family Life Network's singer and songwriter Melinda Zacharias.
The main thing that I would like to see girls walk away from this event is that they are intentionally created, they are valued by God, that their circumstances don't change that, that no matter what their day looks like, what their year looks like, what their home looks like, what their school experience is like, what other people reflect around them, that there is that thread of hope, that there are people who believe in them out there, that there is a God who believes in them and that shaped and formed them before the foundations of the world was laid. You're all together.
group has toured with Juno Award-winning artist Amanda Falk, who has just released her newest album, Beautiful, inspired by her time spent with beautiful, unique girl.
Oh, she was purpose for such a time.
And they're ushering in new local artist Charmaine Champion.
Just watching the girls, and like they come in here and they're a bit guarded, but then the barriers start to break down as music is being played or as someone is sharing. You can see a light come on.
The Pajama Party is one of 3 other events BUGirl hosts across the nation. There's the Beach Party and Mega Party, all designed with the intention to speak messages of value, purpose, and beauty to young women. But the real litmus test comes from the ladies themselves. Has the night had any impact on their minds?
I thought the evening was great. It was so amazing, and it was just so interesting to learn how much God loves you and how much He cares about you and how much He spent so much detail on like your fingerprints.
I felt very good, and I saw a lot of people, and they were like crying, and they felt really good too. So
I just thought, well, it was very inspirational and a lot of fun.
Once I sat there and I listened to her story, like it touched me.
When someone says that, you're gonna think back to this whole thing, like you're gonna use it throughout your life now that they told you all this stuff, and that when someone tells you something negative, you kind of brush it off and think to yourself that, yes, I am beautiful, yes, I am nice, and all that stuff.
The story where she said about the identity, how a name really counts as a person, that touched me, and like I noticed that my name is special.
As this PJ party winds down, these girls have a chance to reflect on a new set of messages, ones they can relax in and don't have to work so hard at achieving. In Brampton, Ontario, I'm Shireen Barsoom for 100 Huntley Street.